Good morning, children. In the series of Behind, today we will read the lesson The Sound of Music, Part 2. The Sound of Music, Part 2, Sehnai of Bismillah Khan, focused on the development and evolution of the Sehnai and Bismillah Khan's role in bringing it to the international stage. Sehnai maestro Bismillah Khan was born on March 21, 1916. A Muslim, he was also a devotee of the Hindu goddess Saraswati. On his death, as an honor, his Sehnai was buried with him. Rare honor of performing at the Red Fort on the eve of India's independence in 1947 and again on the eve of the First Republic Day ceremony in 1950. Even if the world ends, the music will still survive. The story of this lesson starts from the history of Pungi. There is a story about Pungi. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing on the musical instrument called Pungi in his royal residential area because of its high pitched and unpleasant sound. However, a barber from a family of musicians decided to improve the sound quality of the pungi. For this purpose, he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi and made many holes in the body of the pipe. When he played on this pipe by closing and opening some of the holes, soft and melodious sound were produced. The barber played the instrument before the royal court, and anyone was impressed with the sound quality of this new instrument. The instrument greatly differed from the pungi and so had to be named. Since it was first played in the Saha's chamber and was played by a nai, this new instrument came to be known as Sehnai. This is a new look of Sehnai made by the barber. The sound of Sehnai is considered auspicious. That's why it is played in temples and is inseparable part of North Indian wedding. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumron in Bihar. Ustad Bismillah Khan is credited with bringing the Sehnai to the national and international classical stage. Bismillah Khan belonged to a famous family of Sehnai players from Bihar. Bismillah Khan took to music early in life when he was 3 years old. In the company of his maternal uncle, his life is a source of simplicity and communal harmony from the very beginning when he used to sing Chiata in Bihariji temple and practicing Sehnai in Vishnu temple and Mangala Maiya temple of Banaras. Bismillah Khan got his big break with the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938. He got the Best Performer Award at the All India Music Conference in Allahabad in 1937. He bagged 3 medals at a music conference in Calcutta, a great occasion at Red Fort. He played Rag Kafi on Sehnai on 15 August 1947 from Red Fort in presence of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. The King of Afghanistan became so fascinated by Bismillah's music that he gifted him expensive Persian carpet, and director Vijay Bhatt named a film Goonj Uthi Sehnai after being impressed by his music at a festival. He discovered various ragas like Raga Sudha Kalyan, Raga Sankara, Raga Kamaj, Raga Shivrajini. So many honors and awards are conferred to Bismillah Khan. National awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Vibhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. Award and honors conferred to Bismillah Khan. 3 medals in All India Music Conference, Calcutta in 1937. Tansen Award by Government of Madhya Pradesh. Sangeet Natak Academy Award for Hindustan 1956. Padma Shri Award in 1961. Padma Bhushan Award in 1968. Padma Vibhushan Award in 1980. Bharat Ratna Award in 2001. And unfortunately, he passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, India. Great tribute to him, and thank you